Stephen E here, your book coach and bestseller guru. I remember one of my wake up conferences. Stedman Graham just flew in Orange County with Oprah. He came and he was one of the keynote speakers at my event. I think John Asheroff from The Secret was another speaker, and then Mark Victor Hansen, Chicken Soup, and all these, Matt Bazak, I think, was, you probably know him as a marketer. All these people that have well-known names were all speaking at my wake-up event. And I remember I just got done with, I think, about the 19th book of my Wake Up, Live the Life You Love series with, I think, Anthony Robbins was in it, and Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer. And so, one thing I realized in life that people were just flooding to me. I used to have speakers all over the world when I put on the wake up events call me and beg me to speak at these events. Oh, please, please beg me. And for me, man, it was a wild, crazy, fun ride going through this whole process. But one thing I learned that a lot of it, you heard of ego, right? Edging God out. My life, I always, from just like since I got started, I wrote my first book at a young age, and it came through a dream, and it was such a powerful purpose, and it was such always a passion, a purpose for me to get out my books to millions of people. And going through this whole seminar realm, I was making almost every time about $100,000 to $200,000 every time speaking for an hour, and sometimes even for 7 minutes I would bring in over $100,000. And I went out and got 1,700 people to give me $5,000, $8.5 million in speaking, and people were just flooding to me. But I realized that it was part of my ego, and I had to just drop all that stuff. And now you may look at some of these YouTube videos or Facebook, who's this Stephen E guy? Well, Stephen E, myself, I'm a guy that's on purpose, on passion, and it's always evolving deeper for me. One thing I realized that a lot of what I was doing, it was still purpose, but I got caught up in my ego self. Now I shedded that ego stuff, and I realized that, man, it's really about giving your God self, your good self, your energy to the world, and getting rid of all that ego stuff. A lot of times I see myself, even when I was out there speaking, it was all for me, all for me, all for me. Look at me, look at me. If you look at some great speakers or great authors, they have the energy. Look at me, I'm famous, come to me, come to my fan base, come here, do this. But it even goes deeper than that. Shedding all that stuff, for me at least, was so much more truly where I realized what Dr. Wayne Dyer, which one of my mentors in my life, is like really living this spiritual life that we're living. Really, this body is just on loan. It just is. When we, all of us, everybody, when we die, we don't take any of this material stuff with us. We only leave what we give to this world. So that's what my life, and it took me a while to really find out what I really want to do in my designing my own next chapter of my life. And when I realized that I have passion, truly passion, to help other authors succeed in this industry, to take their work and get their work out to millions of people. And as far as I know, there's not one single coach on this whole planet that you could work one-on-one with that sold over 2 million books, that went through speaking, brought in the most famous people in the book series, have the famous people speak at the events, and also get to work one-on-one. There's other speakers and authors out there that you can work with, but usually you work with like a teleclass or a webinar, and you bring in people. But I'm talking about one-on-one. And so my new passion in life is getting rid of my ego. Who gives a shit of the celebrity people on my team anymore? It doesn't matter. It's like, it's only me, my energy of God energy sharing this. It doesn't matter about like my ego anymore. It's about how can I really go out there and be purposeful and continue to expand my evolution of who I am, of this spiritual person really living in this human form. And it's not just like just talking it. It's really living it and being it. Truly, look, we are the spiritual person, and we have to recognize that this energy of the universal God, it works through us. And we have to go out there and share our purpose. So I just wanted to do this video because I don't know, it just, for me, I had to get out of that whole materialistic ego stuff and break free. And I do believe that we all deserve abundance. I love beach houses, I love nice cars, we all deserve that. But if you're relying on all that material stuff to show who you are, and say if all that material stuff leave your life, who are you going to be? Are you still going to be that inspiration, that joy, that happiness? Or are you just going to be that game of making money and taking more money in and bringing more money in? It goes deeper than that. I saw one speaker that was speaking, and he's well known, and I saw him speaking, and I really felt almost sorry for him because he was speaking about, oh, come on, make all this money, I could do this, make all this money. And I still saw him, and he's a really rich guy, but I felt this sense of like sadness because he's still stuck in the material world. He hasn't broke free yet. And it goes much deeper than just money, money, money. And believe me, money is spiritual. Money is a way for us to expand our purpose. Money is great. I love money, I really do. But if you get caught up in it and you live in that material world, you never expand what Martin Luther King did, or Gandhi, or Jesus Christ, or Buddha, or other names that expand. It's about really being on this planet for other people. So if you want to have a one-on-one coaching call, and we could do it on Skype, WeChat, on the telephone, go to bestseller.com and let's have a one-on-one call about how you could get your purpose, how you could get your book out to the world. All right, Stephen E. here, and thanks for listening.